I never thought it was going to be deadly.
For the first time, the star witness in the case against George Zimmerman speaks out.
I went to my bathroom and cried.
Rachel Gentile in her own words.
Very awkward. The whole situation was awkward.
Tonight, a very different Rachel sits down with CBS 4 News for this one-on-one exclusive. No single figure in the Zimmerman case got more attention than Rachel Gentile, a 19-year-old high school senior.
Depending on who you talk to, she's either a defiant teenager or someone scared and nervous to be in the spotlight.
CBS 4 Summer Knowles sat down with Gentile today in Miami and has this exclusive.
I can't tell them, run, 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 run.
On the phone with Trayvon Martin moments before he was shot and killed. His childhood friend Rachel Gentile remembering it like it was yesterday.
All I heard was this Trayvon saying, "Why are you following me for?" And then this man, oh my God, saying, "What you doing around here?" That was the last time he talked. It still felt awkward to me. Like, wow, that really happened.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
That shock and disbelief only magnified when the verdict came in Saturday night.
In my mind, okay, I thought it was gonna be a lesser charge.
Manslaughter?
Manslaughter and something like that.
So that's what you were expecting?
Yeah.
A manslaughter charge?
Because they had asked for manslaughter information.
Right, clarification on it.
And then, okay, I was like, okay, we might do it. We got justice. Oh, thank you, Jesus, all that.
We, the jury, find George Zimmerman not guilty.
So when that verdict came back as not guilty, were you shocked? Were you surprised? What were you feeling?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
I had a feeling. I was laying in my room. My auntie just came in my room and bust out crying and say, "We ain't getting no justice. It's just like the old days. We ain't getting no justice. We just lost another child. We just lost Trayvon again."
And it's a loss she never really considered until she walked into the courtroom and took the stand.
How was it being on the stand and seeing George Zimmerman?
He looked like somebody who didn't really care. Like, okay, I did it. Okay.
But it wasn't Zimmerman's demeanor that captured the spotlight. It was hers.
By who?
By you.
You ain't get that from me.
After and even during her testimony, the public weighed in heavily on social media, not necessarily on what she said, but how she sounded saying it, how she looked, and her attitude.
For all you know, Trayvon Martin smashing George Zimmerman in the face is what you actually heard.
What?
And what would you want to say to all those people that have been tweeting about you? You said, I mean, how does that make you feel?
Keep tweeting. Keep tweeting, keep Facebooking, keep commenting. My phone just ring on my Twitter and Facebook. I'm so happy because I got my haters just ringing. I'm like, okay, at least they pay attention. But I advise you, if they was in my position, would they do that? Would they say that?
Ultimately, she offered these words to the people she says judged her unfairly.
I had to deal with this. I had to go to everything. I had to watch my, read my thing again, read everything again, all that mess in the background. But you want me, come in person? When I come in person, you want to attack me? When you say I wasn't there for him, I didn't do nothing for him, don't attack me like that, because you don't know me.
And it seems Rachel is going to continue to fight her haters for a while, it seems. Just tonight, we heard from one of the jurors in the trial during an interview with Anderson Cooper on CNN, and then a response from Rachel on Piers Morgan. Listen.
I think she felt
upset.
Now, Summer, you talk about her demeanor and the way she acted on the witness stand and the Rachel Gentile that you saw. How different did you sense she was?
It was like night and day, really. I mean, what she said, basically, she was inside a courtroom on a stand in front of people she didn't know. She was overwhelmed, feeling angry, frustrated. I mean, we saw her in some of those coming across that way and defensive. And she said this has been a year-long process for her. For us, we saw her this one time when she got on the stand, but this has been a process of being questioned and having your answers picked apart for a year now. So this was kind of a culmination of all those emotions for her.
And even in your interview, she looked a little more age-appropriate, dressed her age a little more, maybe she was more comfortable out of the courtroom.
Definitely. She didn't know me either, but when we sat down, she didn't feel like, everything was going to be picked apart. And that's what she said she felt when she was on the stand. But we're going to have much more on this tomorrow, too.
Looking forward to it. Summer, thank you very much.
Thanks, Summer.
And now a one-on-one interview you will only see right here on CBS 4 News. Last night, we showed you a very different side of the young teenager who was the last person to talk to Trayvon Martin before he died. Tonight, CBS 4's Summer Knowles speaks with Rachel Gentile about her demeanor on the witness stand, her friendship with Trayvon Martin, and what's next for her. Take a look.
He a good friend, a true friend. He got an energy to make you laugh. He is real funny, and I like that.
Trayvon Martin's childhood friend, Rachel Gentile, reflecting on their friendship and why it meant so much to her.
Trayvon never judged me because I always had an underbite that I'm being judged right now. How I speak is not an underbite that I need to get done. He never judged. He just said, oh, okay, there ain't no problem. He would have told me, sir, and told me to call him back or he'll call me back, sir.
And how she talked on the witness stand was part of the reason behind the firestorm of criticism she received about her testimony. Well, that and her attitude with defense attorney Don West.
That's real retarded, sir. That's real retarded to do that, sir.
For all you know, Trayvon Martin smashing George Zimmerman in the face is what you actually heard.
What?
Yeah, just earlier today.
By who?
By you.
You ain't get that from me.
Gentile says those caustic interactions with West were to a degree sparked by his repeated request for her to speak louder.
They kept asking you to speak up, and then it seemed at one point like you were getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, that's one thing that's making me angry. Don West know why I cannot speak up, and he know why. I told him I have I have a voice problem right now. I don't know what I think is. They saying it's tonsil, my tonsil acting up or something, acting up with my voice. It got me angry, sir, and frustrated. And saying why you attacking me? Did I kill somebody? Did I do this? Did I cause this? According to me, the person who caused this next to you.
What she's learned from this experience?
Live your life to the fullest, because you don't never know what's going to happen.
So now, what's next for Rachel Gentile?
First, to let people know, my education is first. I am educated. Trust me, I have a 3.0. I'm good. I need to get my life straight because this situation got me a whole lot of things in my mind. So I want to clear it up.
Now, one of the more popular adjectives people have been using to describe Rachel is uneducated. But, she's now actually been getting multiple scholarship offers, including one from radio talk show host Tom Joyner, who's offered to get her a tutor to help her graduate, to help her with her SAT preps, and he's also offered to pay 4 years tuition to any historic black college or university that she chooses. Certainly a pretty generous offer there.
Yeah, certainly.
I'd take it.
It seems like a lot of people are pulling for her. What was your impression of her? You spent time with her.
I mean, she seemed like a normal teenager, really. I mean, she's 19 years old. She likes boys. She likes, clothes, hair, stuff like that. But one of the interesting things, some of the reports are saying now she's considering a career in criminal justice, or at least studying. So that'd be very interesting if that's how it ended up.
Maybe everything for a reason, right?
Yeah,
we'll see.
definitely.
We're going to follow her career. She's going to do good things, right?
We certainly
Thank
will.
you for that, Summer.
Go, Rachel.
It's a special time for high school seniors, graduating and getting ready to set out for college or the real world. But the annual pomp and circumstance is extra special for one South Florida teen. Her name, Rachel Gentile, and she was Trayvon Martin's friend and a key player in the trial of his alleged killer, George Zimmerman. CBS 4 was the only news crew at her graduation this morning, and CBS 4's Summer Knowles has the story.
Rachel Gentile.
Rachel Gentile in her cap and gown at William Turner Technical School Friday morning, walking across the stage to get her high school diploma. You may remember Gentile is the teenager who testified in George Zimmerman's murder trial. She was on the phone with 17-year-old Trayvon Martin shortly before he was shot and killed roughly 2 years ago. Gentile was the prosecution's star witness, but one who ended up being dismissed by many as combative.
By who?
By you.
You ain't get that from me.
And uneducated.
What does getting your high school diploma and knowing that you're going to college, what does that mean to you, and what do you feel that says to the world?
I made it. I made it. Trey, yeah, boy. I did it, baby.
Why it was so important for you to be at this graduation today?
Just to let her see my support and tell her that we're still standing with her.
And Sabrina Fulton, Trayvon Martin's mother, sat proudly in the front row as Gentile walked across the stage to get her diploma.
And we just wish blessings and peace upon her life.
Are you proud of her?
I'm absolutely proud of her.
Helping Gentile achieve that proud moment, nationally syndicated radio talk show host Tom Joyner, who shortly after the trial pledged to provide tutors to help Gentile graduate high school and prep for the SAT. He also promised to pay 4 years tuition to any historically black college or university of her choice that she's accepted to.
Has he kept his word?
Tom Joyner has kept his word.
Gentile's attorney, Ron Vereen, who's become an uncle-like figure in her life, says she has come a long way.
She was stressed out, she was depressed, and we actually had her evaluated, and she was actually suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of this ordeal. But she overcame it.
But it's coming. I am going to college. I am going to college.
Now, she's not going to college right away, but I'm told the Joyner Foundation will continue paying for 3 tutors to ensure she is college ready and college bound. We'll keep you posted. Summer Knowles, CBS 4 News.